Check, check, check. One, check, 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 check. One, check. Hello, hello. Hello. Oh, that's, check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. One, check, check. Check, check. Okay. You can hear it over there? Check, 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 check. check, check. That's Rabbi's mic, and that's Maya. Okay, check, check. Hello, hello, check. I give it to you one.
Okay, so I just have one that's marked up.
Check, check. Okay. So maybe a little higher. Check, check. That's Maya. Will you take?
Can I go get a snack? Yeah. Then where do I put my stuff? Yeah. I'll put everything back. Sorry. You need some? Oh, and I already want some. Don't eat my helmet, Tasha. I'm gonna go get a hot dog. No. Can I go get something? Oh, thank goodness.
Make sure you don't.
Cancer. Wait, what? Like that?
And David and Rabbi Gluck
What
going to be able to
the
eat and do places.
One is also marked. Check, 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 check. You could, right? I'll be back. Check. You know, we did Hamel. We did the Purim Shpiel Hamel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was really good. No. Hamilton was. No, we just did the music. We did the music of Hamilton. It didn't really connect to the show much. I can just check it now. I can check it. Check. Check. Hello, check. 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 Okay, that's song leader. Check. Okay, that's number 6. Number 6.
I saw that.
One, check. Check. One, check. One.
Hello. How are you? Oh, yeah.
Is there
Check, check. Yes, I have it. Check, check, check. Okay, that. Check, check. Check, 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 check. One, check, check, check. One, check, check, check. That's number 8. One, check. Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
She knows her line.
Yes. That is what I read. I hope those. That's really. You just read really fast. It's one that we would want to do when people are. That one actually I could have read. Yeah. You are a young woman. I mean, it's great. I can. And then you don't have to talk about. I don't have to talk about. And the kind of kid who probably knew about it. So that's why I'm not.
But she says it's your professor, you a great job.
But it may have come back in.
You don't mind. Come talk. Yeah, I'm gonna have a hard time. They'll look at you and a moment and they'll say, all right. Go him to jail, and then they can have. You like that back and forth?
This we're not going to change. This is what the text.
Yeah, I know. My.
Tell the cancer I'm gonna have a hard time on purpose for forgetting.
I think it's
Testing. Am I on? Testing. Check, 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 check. Nope. Check, check. MasterCard, Cash, American Express. Yes. Check, check. Check, 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 check. Can you hear it? No, yes, yes, no. But wait, if I could make a simple choice. Thank you. I'm doing this only because my wonderful kids are here with my wife. And they're having their B'nai Mitzvah end of the year.
Check, 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 check. That worked. That's perfect. Check, check. Hey, Cayman, away. happening. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Test. Check, check. Check.
Is it holding well?
Check, check. Meow. That was it. That was it.
Check, check.
Check, check.
And I'll throw it up. Pressure like a drip, drip, drip.
Chicken.
Okay. Hi. Check.
Diarrhea. America. America, America.
Wait, there's a wastebasket back here.
Check, check, check. Test, test.
Never mind. Hello? Hello? La da 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 da. Skewers. Okay. Oh. Okay. No, but I can't leave my skewers. no fruit and cheese.
Test. Right, but it's very far away.
She says that she's the only one for that. Do any of you want this freshly made skewer? No free. No freshly made skewer. Okay. There's cheese on it. So only people have that. One per person.
Yeah, this one.
This is cheese. You only wanted the cheese?
So it's hard to do.
No, you can't just do it. You gotta attach it all the way. Anybody want a grape? I'm gonna go make more skewers. I'm gonna go make skewers for people. I know. One of you come get me when it's time to do the play. What? Hello? Hello? It is?
No one can see you eating. Harden, don't worry, nobody can see you eating.
Chicken. Test it. Chicken. Oh, there it is.
The password is chicken.
Chag Sameach. So we are going to close out Shabbat, welcome a new week, and begin our celebration with Havdalah. The lights are going down. The verse that we begin Havdalah with is La Yehudim Haita Ora V'Simcha V'Sason. It's actually a verse from the book of Esther, and every week we say these words when we say goodbye to Shabbat and welcome the new week. For the Jews, there was joy and gladness and light. So may it be for us. Ken Tiyeh Lanu. We'll sing it together. We'll hear it later when we read the Megillah, and we'll begin.
La la la
have peace. May your goodness reign and joy increase.
So who has ever heard the phrase, the whole Megillah? So tonight, we're going to read the whole Megillah. Some will be chanted, some will be in English. It's an old story. And right now, it also feels like the story of today. So tonight, we're going to read the story of the book of Esther. If you don't have a copy, you can find one outside. It will be great to follow along. There is a character you might hear of where you'll need a grogger. If you don't have one of those, you can get that outside as well. We have several Megillah readers and chanters. Wave if you see David Shemesh. Come on up. And Jody Shepard. And Cantor Shemesh. And Rabbi Gluck. And Rabbi Sklut, and Adam Kyle. Come on up. We will also have short Megillah readings during our Shpiel, and those readers will come up later. All right. Cantor, will you lead us in the blessing?
Baruch
ויהי בימי אחשוורוש, הוא אחשוורוש, המולך מהוד ועד כוש, 27 מדינה, בימים ההם, כשבט המלך אחשוורוש, על כיסא מלכותו, אשר בשושן הבירה, בשנת 3 למולכו. עשה משתה לכל שריו ועבדיו, חיל פרס ומדי, הפרטמים ושרי מדינות לפניו, בארחותו את עושר כבוד מלכותו ואת תפארת גדולתו, ימים רבים 80 יום, ובמלאת הימים האלה עשה המלך לכל העם הנמצאים בשושן הבירה, ומגדול ועד קטן, משתה 7 ימים. וחצר גינת מלך גינת ביתן המלך, פור כרפס ותכלת, אחוז בחבלי בוץ וארגמן, עגלי חסר מעמודי 6, מיטות זהב וכסף, על רצפת פח ושש, ודר וסוחרת, והשקות בכלי זהב וכלים מכלים שונים, ויהי מלכות הרב כיד המלך, והשטיח דת אין אונס, כי כן ייסד המלך על כל רב ביתו לעשות כרצון איש ואיש. גם ושתי המלכה עשתה משתה נשים, בית המלכות אשר למלך אחשוורוש. ביום השביעי כי טוב לב המלך ביין, אמר למהומן ביסתה חרבונם, ביסתה ואבקתם, זיתר וחרפס, 7 הסריסים המשרתים את פני המלך אחשוורוש, להביא את ושתי המלכה לפני המלך בכתר מלכות, להראות העמים והשרים את יופייה, היא טובת מראיהם, ותימאן המלכה ושתי, לבוא בדבר המלך אשר ביד הסריסים. ויקצוף המלך מאוד בחמתו בערבו. ויאמר המלך לחכמים יודעי העתים, כי כן דבר המלך לפני כל יודעי דת ודין. וקרוב אליו קרשנה שיתר אדמת התרשיש, מרס מרסנה ממוכן. 7 שרי פרס ומדי, רואי פני המלך היושבים ראשונה במלכות, כי דת מה לעשות במלכה ושתי, אבל אשר לא עשתה את מאמר המלך אחשוורוש ביד הסריסים. ויאמר ממוכן לפני המלך והשרים, לא על המלך לבדו עבדה ושתי המלכה, כי על כל השרים ועל כל העמים אשר בכל מדינות המלך אחשוורוש, כי יצא דבר המלכה על כל הנשים להבזות בעליהן בעיניהן, באומרם המלך אחשוורוש אמר להביא את ושתי המלכה לפניו ולא בם. והיום הזה תאמר נסרות פרס ומדי, אשר שמעו את דבר המלכה לכל שרי המלך, וכדי ביזיון וקצף. ואם על המלך טוב יצא דבר מלכותו מלפניו, ויכתב בדתי פרס ומדי ולא יעבור, אשר לא תבוא ושתי לפני המלך אחשוורוש, ומלכותה ייתן המלך לראותה הטובה ממנה. ונשמע פתגם המלך אשר יעשה בכל מלכותו, כי רבה היא. וכל הנשים ייתנו יקר לבעליהן, למגדול ועד קטן, ויטב הדבר בעיני המלך והשרים. ויעש המלך כדבר ממוכן, וישלח ספרים אל כל מדינות המלך, אל מדינה ומדינה ככתבה, וכל עם ועם כלשונו, להיות כל איש שורר בביתו, ומדבר כלשון עמו.
Jody Shepherd, chapter 2 on page 5. Sometime afterward, when the anger of King Ahasuerus subsided, he thought of Vashti and what she had done and what had been decreed against her. The king's servants who attended him said, "Let beautiful young women be sought out for your majesty. Let your majesty appoint officers in every province of your realm to assemble all the beautiful young women at the fortress Shushan, in the harem under the supervision of Hege, the king's eunuch, guardian of the women. Let them be provided with their cosmetics. And let the maiden who pleases your majesty be queen instead of Vashti." The proposal pleased the king, and he acted upon it. In the fortress Shushan lived a Jew by the name of Mordecai, son of Yair, son of Shimei, son of Kish, of Benjaminite. Kish had been exiled from Jerusalem in the group that was carried into exile along with King Jeconiah of Judah, which had been driven into exile by King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon. He was foster father to Hadassah, that is, Esther, his uncle's daughter, for she had neither father nor mother. The maiden was shapely and beautiful, and when her father and mother died, Mordecai adopted her as his own daughter. When the king's order and edict was proclaimed, and when many girls were assembled in the fortress Shushan under the supervision of Haggai, Esther too was taken into the king's palace under the supervision of Haggai, guardian of the women. The girl pleased him and won his favor, and he hastened to furnish her with her cosmetics and her rations, as well as with his 7 maids who were her due from the king's palace. And he treated her and her maids with special kindness in the harem. Esther did not reveal her people or her kindred, for Mordecai had told her not to reveal it. Every single day, Mordecai would walk about in front of the court of the harem to learn how Esther was faring and what was happening to her. When each girl's turn came to go to King Ahasuerus at the end of the 12 months treatment prescribed for women, for that was the period spent beautifying them, 6 months with oil of myrrh and 6 months with perfumes and women's cosmetics. And it was after that that the girl would go to the king. Whatever she asked for would be given to her to take from the harem to the king's palace. She would go in the evening and leave in the morning for a second harem in charge of Shashgaz, the king's eunuch. She would not go again to the king unless the king wanted her, when she would be summoned by name. When the turn came for Esther, daughter of Abiel, the uncle of Mordecai, who had adopted her as his own daughter, to go to the king, she did not ask for anything but what Haggai, the king's eunuch, guardian of the woman, advised. Yet Esther won the admiration of all who saw her. Esther was taken to King Ahasuerus in his royal palace in the 10th month, which is the month of Tevet, in the 7th year of his reign. The king loved Esther more than all the other women, and she won his grace and favor more than all the other women. So he set a royal diadem on her head and made her queen instead of Vashti. The king gave a great banquet for all his officials and courtiers, the banquet of Esther. He proclaimed a remission of taxes for the provinces and distributed gifts as being When the young women were assembled a second time, Mordecai sat in the palace gate. But Esther still did not reveal her kindred or her people, as Mordecai had instructed her. For Esther obeyed Mordecai's bidding as she had done when she was under his tutelage. At that time, when Mordecai was sitting in the palace gate, Bigtan and Teresh, 2 of the king's eunuchs who guarded the threshold, became angry and plotted to do away with King Ahasuerus. Mordecai learned of it and told it to Queen Esther. And Esther reported it to the king in Mordecai's name. The matter was investigated and found to be so, and the 2 were impaled on stakes. This was recorded in the Book of Annals at the instance of the king.
אחר הדברים האלה ידאג המלך אחשוורוש את המן בממלכת האגגי וינשאו וישם את כיסאו מעל כל השרים אשר איתו וכל עבדי המלך אשר בשאר המלך קוראים ומשתחווים להמן. וכן ציווה לו המלך ומרדכי לא יכרע ולא ישתחווה. ויאמרו עבדי המלך אשר בשאר המלך למרדכי מדוע אתה עובר את מצוות המלך? ויהי כאומרם אליו יום ביום ולא שמע עליהם ויגידו להמן ויעמדו דברי מרדכי, כי הגיד להם אשר הוא יהודי. וירא המן כי אין מרדכי קורא ומשתחווה לו, ויאמר להמן המן ויבז בעיניו לשלוח יד במרדכי לבדו, כי הגידו לו את מרדכי, ויבקש המן להשמיד את כל היהודים אשר בכל מלכות אחשוורוש עם מרדכי החודש הראשון הוא חודש ניסן בשנת 12 למלך אחשוורוש, והפיל הורו הגורל לפני המן. מיום ליום ומחודש לחודש 12 וחודש אדר. ויאמר המן למלך אחשוורוש, ישנו עם אחד מפוזר ומפורד בין העמים בכל מדינות מלכותך, ודתיהם שונות מכל עם, ודתי המלך אינם עושים, ולמלך אין שווה להניחם. אם על המלך טוב ייכתב לעבדם, ו10,000 כיכר כסף אשכול על ידי עושי המלאכה להביא אל גנזי המלך. ויסר המלך את טבעתו מעל ידו, ויתנה להמן ברמת האגגית צורר היהודים. ויאמר המלך להמן, הכסף נתון לך, והעם לעשות בו כי טוב בעיניך. ויקראו סופרי המלך בחודש הראשון ב13 יום בו, ויכתוב ככל אשר ציוום המן. אל אחשוורוש בני המלך המלך ואל פחות אשר על מדינה ומדינה, ואל שרי עם ועם מדינה ומדינה ככתבה, ועם ועם כלשונו. בשם המלך אחשוורוש נכתב, ונכתב בטבעת המלך, ונשלח ספרים ביד הרצים אל כל מדינות המלך, להשמיד, להרוג ולאבד את כל היהודים, מנער ועד זקן, טף ונשים, ביום אחד, ב13 לחודש 12 וחודש אדר, ושללם לבוז, פתשגן הכתב, להינתן דת בכל מדינה ומדינה, גלוי לכל העמים, להיות עתודים ליום הזה, והרצים יצאו דחופים בדבר המלך, והדת ניתנה בשושן הבירה, והמלך והמן ישבו לשתות, והעיר שושן נבוכה.
Chapter 4, top of page 13, Adam Kyle. Get going.
When Mordecai learned all that had happened, Mordecai tore his clothes and put on sackcloth and ashes. He went through the city crying out loudly, bitterly, until he came in front of the palace gate. For one could not enter the palace gate wearing sackcloth. Also, in every province that the king's command and decree reached, there was great mourning among the Jews, with fasting, weeping, and wailing, and everybody lay in sackcloth and ashes. When Esther's maidens and eunuchs came and informed her, the queen was greatly agitated. She sent clothing for Mordecai to wear so that he might take off his sackcloth, but he refused. Thereupon, Esther summoned Hathach, one of the eunuchs whom the king had appointed to serve her, and sent him to Mordecai to learn the why and wherefore of it all. As she said, went out to Mordecai in the city square in front of the palace gate. Mordecai told him all that had happened to him and all about the money that Haman had offered to pay into the royal treasury for the destruction of the Jews. He also gave him the written text of the law that had been proclaimed in Shushan for their destruction. He bade him show it to Esther and inform her, charge her to go to the king and to appeal to him, plead with him for her people.
When Hathach came and delivered Mordecai's message to Esther, woohoo! Esther told Hathach to take back to Mordecai the following reply. All the king's courtiers and the people of the king's provinces know that if any person, man or woman, enters the king's presence in the inner court without having been summoned, there is but one law for him, that he be put to death. Only if the king extends the golden scepter to him may he live. Now I have not been summoned to visit the king for the last 30 days. When Mordecai was told what Esther had said, Mordecai had this message delivered to Esther. Woohoo! Do not imagine that you, of all the Jews, will escape with your life by being in the king's palace. On the contrary, if you keep silent in this crisis, relief and deliverance will come to the Jews from another quarter, while you and your father's house will perish. And who knows, perhaps you have attained to royal position for just this crisis. Then Esther sent back this answer to Mordecai. Go assemble all the Jews who live in Shushan and fast on my behalf. Do not eat or drink for 3 days, night or day. I and my maidens will observe the same fast. Then I shall go to the king, though it is contrary to the law. And if I am to perish, I shall perish. So Mordecai went about the city and did just as Esther, woohoo, commanded him. Beginning chapter 5, top of page 16, Cantor Shemesh.
ויהי ביום השלישי, ותלבש אסתר מלכות, ותעמוד בחצר בית המלך. בחצר בית המלך הפנימית, נוכח בית המלך, והמלך יושב על כיסא מלכותו בבית המלכות, נוכח פתח הבית. ויהי לראות המלך את אסתר המלכה עומדת בחצר נשאה חן בעיניו ויושת המלך לאסתר את שרביט הזהב אשר בידו ותקרב אסתר ותיגע בשרביט, בראש השרביט. ויאמר לה המלך, מלך אסתר, המלכה, ומה בקשתך? עד חצי המלכות, ויינק ויתן לך. ותאמר אסתר, מלך המלך טוב, יבוא המלך והמן. היום על משתה אשר עשיתי לו. ויאמר המלך, מהרו את המן. לעשות את דבר אסתר. ויבוא המלך והמן אל המשתה אשר עשתה אסתר. ויאמר המלך לאסתר במשתה היין, מה שאלתך וייתן לך. ומה בקשתך עד חצי המלכות ותעש. ותען אסתר ותאמר, שאלתי ובקשתי אם מצאתי חן בעיני המלך, ואם המלך טוב לתת את שאלתי, לעשות את בקשתי. יבוא המלך והמן על משתה אשר עשתה להם, ומכר אסתר כדבר המלך. ויצא המן ביום ההוא שמח וטוב לב, וכראות המן את מרדכי בשער המלך, ולא קם ולא זע ממנו. וימלא המן על מרדכי המה, ויתאפק המן. ויבוא את ביתו, ויבוא את אוהביו ואת זרש אשתו. ויספר להם המן את כבוד עשרו ואת זרש אשתו ורוב בניו ואת כל אשר גידלו המלך ואת אשר נשאו על השרים. ואברי המלך ויאמר המן, ואסתר המלכה עם המלך על המשתה אשר עשתה, כי אם אותי וגם למחר אני קרוא לה. אם המלך וכל זה איננו שווה לי. בכל עת אשר אני רואה את מרדכי היהודי יושב בשער המלך, ותאמר לו זרש אשתו וכל אוהביו יעצו את גבוה 50 אמה, ובבוקר אמור למלך, ויתלו את מרדכי עליו, ובא עם המלך על המשתה שמח, ויטב הדבר לפני המן. ויעש האש.
Chapter 6, Rabbi Salute.
That night sleep deserted the king, and he ordered the book of records, the annals, to be brought. It was read to the king. There it was found written that Mordecai had been denounced by Bigtan and Teresh, two of the king's eunuchs who guarded the threshold, and who would plot to do away with King Ahasuerus. What honor and advancement has been conferred upon Mordecai for this? The king inquired. Nothing at all has been done for him, replied the king's servants who were in attendance from him. Who is in the court? The king asked, for Haman had just entered the outer court to speak with him. Having Mordecai impaled on the stake he had prepared for him. It is Haman! Staying in the court that the king's servants answered him, let him enter, said the king. Haman entered, and the king asked him, what should be done for a man whom the king desires to honor? Haman said to himself, whom the king desires more than me. So Haman said to the king, the man whom the king desires to honor, let royal garb on which the king has been worn be brought, and a horse on which the king had ridden, and on whose head a royal diadem had been set. And let the attire of that horse be put in charge of the one who the king's noble courtiers. And let the man whom the king desires to honor be attired and paraded on the horse through the city square, while they proclaim before him, this is what is done for the man who the king desires to honor. Quick then, said the king to Haman, get the garb and the horse, as you have said, and do this to Mordecai the Jew, who sits in the king's gate. Omit nothing of all that you have proposed. So Haman took the garb and the horse and arrayed Mordecai and paraded him through the city square. And he proclaimed before him, this is what is done for the man whom the king desires to honor. Then Haman returned to the king's gate. Then Mordecai returned to the king's gate. While Haman hurried home, his head covered in mourning. There, Haman took his wife Zeresh and all his friends and everything that befell him. His advisors and his wife Zeresh said to him, if Mordecai, before whom who had begun to fall, is of Jewish stock, you will not overcome him. You will fall before him to your ruin. While they were still speaking to him, the king's eunuchs arrived and hurriedly brought Haman to the banquet which Esther had prepared. And what did they serve at the banquet?
Chapter 7, Rabbi Gluck, page 21, and the scroll.
ויבוא המלך והמן לשתות עם אסתר המלכה. ויאמר המלך לאסתר, תם ביום השני משתה היין, מה שאלתך אסתר המלכה ותינתן לה. ומה בקשתך עד חצי המלכות ותעש. ותן אסתר המלכה ותאמר, אם מצאתי חן בעיניך המלך, ואם על המלך טוב, תינתן לי נפשי בשאלתי, ועמי בבקשתי. כי נמכרנו אני ועמי להשמיד, להרוג ולאבד. ואילו עבדים ולשפחות נמכרנו החרשתי, כי אין הצער שווה בנזק המלך. ויאמר המלך אחשוורוש, ויאמר לאסתר המלכה, מי הוא זה ואיזה הוא אשר מלאו ליבו לעשות כן. ויאמר אסתר, איש צר ואויב, המן הרע הזה, והמן נבעט מלפני המלך והמלכה, והמלך קם בחמתו משתה היין אל גינת הביתן. והמן עמד לבקש על נפשו מאסתר המלכה, כי ראה כי חלתה אליו הרעה מאת המלך. והמלך שב מגינת הביתן אל בית משתה היין. והמן נופל על המיטה אשר אסתר עליה. ויאמר המלך, הגם לכבוש את המלכה, אמי בבית. הדבר יצא מפי המלך ופני המן ויאמר חרבונה אחד מן הסריסים לפני המלך. גם הנה העץ אשר עשה המן למרדכי אשר דיבר טוב על המלך עומד בבית המן. גבוה 50 אמה ויאמר המלך תלוהו עליו ויתלו את המן על העץ אשר הכין למרדכי וחמת המלך שכחה.
That very day, King Ahasuerus gave the property of Haman, the enemy of the Jews, to Queen Esther. Mordecai presented himself to the king, for Esther had revealed how he was related to her. The king slipped off his ring, which he had taken back from Haman, and gave it to Mordecai. Esther put Mordecai in charge of Haman's. Esther spoke to the king again, falling at his feet and weeping and beseeching him to avert evil plotted by Haman. The king extended the golden scepter to Esther, and Esther arose and stood before the king. If it please your majesty, she said, and if I have won your favor, and the proposal seems right to your majesty, and if I am pleasing to you, let dispatches be written countermanding those which had been written by Haman, son of Hammedatha, the Agagite, embodying his plot to annihilate the Jews throughout the king's provinces. For how can I bear to see the disaster which will befall my people, and how can I bear to see the destruction of my kindred? Then King Ahasuerus said to the Queen Esther, and Mordecai the Jews, I have given Haman's property to Esther, and he has been impaled on the stake for scheming against the Jews. And you may further write with regard to the Jews as you see fit. Write it in the king's name and seal it with the king's signet, for an edict which has been written in the king's name and sealed with the king's signet may not be revoked. So the king's scribes were summoned at that time, on the 23rd day of the third month, that is, the 7th month of Sivan. And the letters were written at Mordecai's dictation, and to the Jews, and to the satraps, and the governors, and the officials of 127 provinces, from India to Nubia, to every province in its own script, and every people in its own language, to the Jews in their own script and language, which was... And he had them written in the name of King Ahasuerus, and sealed in the king's signet. Letters were dispatched, and mounted courtiers, riding steeds used by the king's service, bred of the royal stud. To this effect, the king has permitted the Jews in every city to assemble and fight for their lives. If any people or province attacks them, they may destroy, massacre, and exterminate its armed force, together with women and children, and plunder their possessions on a single day. In all of the provinces of King Ahasuerus, namely on the 13th day of the 12th month, that is the month of Adar, the text of the document was to be issued in the law of every single province. It was to be publicly displayed to all the peoples, so that the Jews should be ready for that day to avenge themselves on their enemies. The courtiers mounted on royal steeds went out in urgent haste, and at the king's command, and the decree was proclaimed in the fortress of Shushan. Mordecai left the king's presence in royal robes of blue and white, with a magnificent crown of gold, and a mantle of fine linen and purple wool. And the city of Shushan rang with joyous cries, La Yehudim Haita Ora V'Simcha V'Sason Bikar, and the Jews enjoyed light and gladness, happiness and honor. And in every province and in every city, when the king's command and decree would arrive, there was gladness and joy among the Jews, a feast and a holiday, and many of the people in the land professed to be Jews, for fear of the Jews had befallen upon them.
It's the whole Megillah. So you're going to hear the names of David's family, and there's a commission to say it in one breath. So let's see how David does. I think he can do it.
וב12 חודש וחודש אדר, ב13 יום בו, אשר הגיע דבר המלך ודתו לעשות. ביום אשר סיברו אויבי היהודים לשלוט בהם, ונהפכו אשר ישלטו היהודים המה בשונאיהם, נגאלו היהודים בעריהם. בכל מדינות המלך אחשוורוש לשלוח יד במבקשי רעתם, ואיש לא עמד לפניהם, כי נפל פחדם על כל העמים, וכל שרי המדינות, והחשדר פנים והפחות, ועושי המלאכה אשר למלך, מנשאים את היהודים, כי נפל פחד מרדכי עליהם. כי גדול מרדכי בבית המלך, ושומעו הולך בכל המדינות, כי איש מרדכי הולך וגדול. ויכו היהודים בכל אויביהם מכת חרב והרג ואבדן, ויעשו בשונאיהם כרצונם, ובשושן הבירה הרגו היהודים ואבד 500 איש. ואת פרשנדתה ואת דלפון ואת אספתה ואת פורתה ואת עדליה ואת עלידתה ואת פרמשתה ואת אליסי ואת אדיראי ואת וייזתה. עשרת בני המן בן המדתה צורר היהודים הרגו, ובביזה לא שלחו את ידם. ביום ההוא במספר הרוגים בשושן הבירה לפני המלך. ויאמר המלך לאסתר המלכה בשושן הבירה, הרגו היהודים ואבד 500 איש, ואת 10 בני המן בשאר מדינות המלך נעשו. ומה שאלתך ויינתן לך, ומה בקשתך עוד ותעש. ותאמר אסתר אם על המלך טוב, ויינתן גם מחר ליהודים אשר בשושן לעשות כדת היום. ואת 10 בני המן יתלו על העץ. ויאמר המלך לעשות כן, ותינתן דת בשושן. ואת 10 בני המן קהלו, ויקהלו היהודים אשר בשושן גם ביום 14 לחודש אדר, וירגו בשושן 300 איש, ובביזה לא שלחו את ידם. ושאר היהודים אשר במדינות המלך נקהלו לעמוד על נפשם, ונוח מאויביהם והרוג בשונאיהם 75,000, ובביזה לא שלחו את ידם. ביום 13 לחודש אדר, ונוח ב14 בו, ועשו אותו יום משתה ושמחה. והיהודים אשר בשושן נגהלו ב13 וב14 בו, ונוח ב15 בו, ועשו אותו יום משתה ושמחה. על כן היהודים הפרזים היושבים בערי הפרזות עושים את יום 14 לחודש אדר שמחה ומשתה ויום טוב, ומשלוח מנות איש לרעהו. ויכתוב מרדכי את הדברים האלה, וישלח ספרים אל כל היהודים אשר בכל מדינות המלך, אחשוורוש, הקרובים והרחוקים, לקיים עליהם להיות עושים את יום 14 לחודש אדר ואת יום 15 בו בכל שנה ושנה כימים אשר נחו בהם היהודים מאויביהם והחודש אשר נהפך להם מיגון לשמחה ומאבל ליום טוב לעשות אותם ימי משתה ושמחה ומשלוח מנות איש לרעהו ומתנות לאביונים וקיבל היהודים את אשר החלו לעשות ואת אשר כתב מרדכי עליהם ואמר ונעמדת הגגי צורר כל היהודים חשב על היהודים לעבדם והפיל פורחו הגורל להומם ולעבדם ובואו לפני המלך אמר עם הספר ישוב מה חשבתו הרעה אשר חשב על היהודים על ראשו ותלו אותו ואת בניו על העץ על כן קראו לימים האלה פורים על שם הפור על כן על כל דברי האיגרת הזאת ומה ראו על ככה ומה הגיע עליהם הקימו וקיבלו היהודים עליהם ועל זרעם ועל כל הנלווים עליהם ולא יעבור להיות עושים את שני הימים האלה ככתבם וכזמנם בכל שנה ושנה והימים האלה נזכרים ונעשים בכל דור ודור משפחה ומשפחה מדינה ומדינה ועיר ועיר וימי הפורים האלה לא יעברו מתוך היהודים וזכרם לא יסוף מזרעם ותכתוב אסתר המלכה בת אביחיל ומרדכי היהודי את כל תוקף לקיים את איגרת הפורים הזאת שנית וישלח ספרים אל כל היהודים אל 27 ומאה מדינה המלכות אחשוורוש דברי שלום ואמת לקיים את ימי הפורים האלה בזמניהם כאשר קיים עליהם מרדכי היהודים ואסתר המלכה וכאשר קיימו על נפשם ועל זרעם דברי הצומות וזעקתם ומאמר אסתר קיים דברי הפורים האלה ונכתב בספר.
And Esther's ordinance validating these observances of Purim were recorded in a scroll. King Ahasuerus imposed tribute on the mainland and the islands, all his mighty and powerful acts, and a full account of the greatness to which the king advanced Mordecai are recorded in the annals of the king of Media and Persia. For Mordecai the Jew ranked next to King Ahasuerus and was highly regarded by the Jews and popular with the multitude of his brethren. He sought the good of his people and interceded for the welfare of all his kindred. Chag Sameach! Yasher Koach to all of our Megillah readers!
Yeah, well, let's see.
Lights.
Costumes.
Groggers.
This is our spiel. We've got Disney songs plenty. It's full of music and actors that'll surely shine. One Hamatashi. We've got 10 or 20. Go eat a handful, but pretty please don't eat mine.
Whoa! And let's be clear, we know you love this show. Whoa! Our songs are ones you know. Whoa! And now it's time for this great spiel to go. There's just a lot you simply got to know. So this is our Encanto Purim spiel. You'll really love this Purim spiel. That's how we feel. This ancient story is fantastical and magical. Here's our Encanto Purim spiel.
King Ahasuerus, who rules a giant kingdom, does what he wants, 'cause, well, he's king round here. And then there's Vashti. We don't talk about Vashti. She's queen to Ahasuerus. She's gonna disappear.
Whoa! So now you need to know just why we're here. Whoa! The king has thrown a party half the year. Whoa! But now he's bored and one thing's coming clear. When he gets bored, we've all got lots to fear, right? This is our Encanto Purim spiel. You'll really love this Purim spiel. That's how we feel. This ancient story is fantastical and magical. Here's our Encanto Purim spiel.
Our Queen Esther, who will have to save all the Jews, does what she must, 'cause, well, she's the hero here. Her cousin Mordecai, he needs to have extra truth. To God's bearer, she'll make us all cheer.
Whoa! So now you need to know just why we're here. Whoa! Maybe it's soon a party kill the Jews. Whoa! But he'll be stopped and one thing's coming clear. When he gets stopped, we're all free to cheer. Yay! This is our Encanto Purim spiel. You'll really love this Purim spiel. That's how we feel. This ancient story is fantastical and magical. Here's our Encanto Purim spiel.
And so, in honor of your new queen, allow me to present Queen Esther. And now a word from your new queen.
I'm very honored to be your new queen.
When did we get a new queen? What happened to the last queen?
We don't talk about you now,
I don't get it. In the opening song, we talked about how the king had a party that lasted 6 months, and now all of a sudden we have a new queen. What happened to Queen Vashti?
Shh, we don't talk about Vashti.
Talk about Vashti, no, no, no. We don't talk about Vashti. It was our Saturday. Queen was getting madder 'cause the king was still hosting a ball. Party gone on for 6 months, way too long, 9 months. You're getting the story all wrong.
I'm sorry, won't you please go on? Ahasuerus felt so bored. He turned his head and loudly roared. Vashti, come and please your lord.
We don't talk about Vashti, no, no, no.
We don't talk about Vashti.
Gotta understand that if you don't sound like only thing that is in the room was intense.
Then there
was ordered to a show, please. Entertainment for his friends and cronies. Told me I better suck it up and start to dance, but not really dance. I'm not doing that. You can call my name, but that's just too bad.
She refused, we all heard the news. We don't talk about Vashti, no, no, no. We don't talk about Vashti.
He told me I had to do just what he said. I told him in that case I'd rather be dead.
He said that Vashti better listen up, and his face turned red. Her fate was sealed when King Ahasuerus said.
He told me that my job as a queen was to put myself on for display. He told me that a wife should be docile and sweet and always obey. Ha!
Don't talk about Vashti, no, no, no. We don't talk about Vashti.
In honor of our new queen, we will have a banquet for all.
That is so generous, Your Highness.
Why don't you bring your cousin?
Did I hear banquet?
Hi, Mordecai.
Are we gonna have whitefish salad?
And I don't think there is any whitefish salad.
Chopped liver?
No.
Blintzes?
How do I say this? I don't think that they'll be catering from Goldstein's Deli, if you catch my drift.
Bummer. No surprise, but I don't think he's that open-minded kind of guy. I want to suggest that you do not show the king your bat mitzvah pictures.
What does that mean?
Well, I'm just saying, don't think about or insist on hosting a Seder this year.
Oh, don't tell him I'm Jewish?
Yeah, I don't think that's going to go over too big.
Okay, people. It's that time again. No, I know. Every couple of weeks, I go the same process. But what are you going to do?
Do we have to?
I need a new prime minister.
Really, Your Majesty, is it entirely necessary?
Yes, I need a new prime minister.
Why does he need a new prime minister every few weeks?
None of them have been able to make a good empanada. The position has a lot of turnover.
Yeah? Now, who's going to step up?
Don't pay that guy. He picks his nose. Don't pay that guy. He sniffs his toes. Hey, I know how all this royal voting goes. And it's great. It is totally great. I will stand over here and just wait. I'll just wait. It's so great. I can't fight or wrestle. I can't add or write so good. I can't wait another year, really, who could? I should be prime minister. I can't manage people. Can't run far or very quick because I get sick. Can make good empanadas and that'd be my trick. But still I should be prime minister. I'm sinister, always skulking alone, always haunting the hall. I will laugh when you fall, hoping you crawl. Hope all of you fall. All I need is a plan. All I need is a scheme. All I know is that I will do what I must.
must. Don't close your eyes, don't close your eyes, don't close your eyes. He's good at scheming, punish all his enemies, show them all that Haman has come out on top, and he should be prime minister. He would torment people, make his foes regret their worth. He doesn't have a heart, so when does he start to feel that he should be prime minister? I am ready, come on, I'm ready. I've been awful and awfully unsteady. Pick me now or I'll make you regret that you didn't make me your new prime minister. Will you please make me prime minister?
Okay. What's your name?
Haman, Your Majesty.
Great. You could be my new prime minister. Can't wait to taste your empanadas.
Excuse me, you look like you're poor. Who are you?
Who am I? I'm Mordecai the Jew. That's who.
Well, I don't care who you are. You need to bow down to me now.
I don't bow down to anyone, not even the king. Jews show that kind of respect only to God.
You best think about that, Mordecai. I can make things very bad for you and your people. Your Majesty, Your Majesty.
Wait. You know what you must do. You enter my presence. You must bow.
Your Majesty.
Lower.
Excuse me?
Can't do anything with this. Yeah, you must bow lower.
Is he talking to me? Okay, Your Majesty, I have something important. I've discovered a people who live in your kingdom, and they show no respect. I want them utterly destroyed, wiped off the face of the planet.
Okay. Fine. Whatever. I'll leave it up to you.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Mordecai, did you hear the news?
What news?
The news about Haman's awful plot against our people.
That's terrible, but you're the queen. What are you gonna do?
I don't know if I'm really up for saving our people.
It's not gonna be an easy task, but the fate of the Jews is in your hands.
But how am I going to save the Jews of Persia from someone as evil and crafty as Haman?
It's not gonna be easy, but do the best that you can.
I'm Queen Esther, and I'm nervous. What will happen if I choose to shirk this? We are threatened by his emergence. He's a clown, but this is a circus.
I don't know how I can do this. All I want is a nice stable kingdom. I had this real bad sense of dread. Lucky my neck always knows where my head is.
Under the surface, I see the levers of power. Someone show me how to work this. Under the surface, I sort of feel set to blow like a giant firework is. Under the surface, I'm pretty sure I'm worthless if I can be of service.
My power is gone, with Haman ramming on. I worked all wrong, how can I carry on? But
pressure like a drip, drip, drip till I make a move. Whoa. Pressure like a chip, chip, chip. Will they disapprove? Whoa, they relied on me, but I'm just a novice. Haven't hardly settled into my office. Sure, I'm queen, but can I save them all? Will I fall too? Haman's gonna grip, 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 and he won't let go. Whoa, Persia's gonna tick, tick, tick till it's ready to blow. Whoa, no one else can save us from Haman's evil. Mordecai, my cousin, seems to be lethal. Be the one who finally saves us all. Will I fall too? Under the surface, I saw levers of power. Someone show me how to work this. Under the surface, I sort of.
Under the surface, worthless.
No chance for compromise. Open up your eyes. You have to just do something or Haman gets the prize. But
wait, if I could make a simple choice about that Haman, would that make me a better king? For all of Shushan and all of Persia, I'll find whatever. It's just the pressure to manage this kingdom, 'cause all I know is
pressure like a drip, drip, drip till I make a move. Whoa, pressure like a chip, chip, chip. Will they disapprove? Whoa, they relied on me, but I'm just a novice. Haven't hardly settled into my office. Sure, I'm queen, but can I save them all? Will I fall too?
Haman's gonna grip,
Grip and he won't let go. Whoa, Persia's gonna tick, tick, tick till it's ready to blow. Whoa, no one else can save us from Haman's evil. Mordecai, my cousin, seems to be lethal. Be the one who finally saves us all. One choice, one call. No mistakes, no pressure.
We're gonna drip, drip, drip on the king's head. Yeah, then I'll knock him out with a big empanada. Yeah, then we'll finally get what we deserve. We'll steal all his money and jewels.
I better tell Esther about this sinister plot so she can warn the king.
Thank you both so much for coming to dinner with me tonight. There's only one thing I must ask.
Is it more?
What? No. I mean, some matzo ball soup would have been nice, but never mind. I want you to save my life.
Who would threaten your life?
Your Prime Minister, Haman.
Wait.
He threatened to kill me and my people.
Who are your people?
I'm Jewish. My people are the Jews.
No wonder you kept asking for the white fish and the blintzes and the bagels and,
Locks!
Guards! Throw Haman in jail.
Finally.
You know what the real sad thing of all this is?
The plot to destroy my people, the fact that I might have died.
No. Well, not just that, no. Now I gotta look for another prime minister.
Have you considered promoting someone who isn't awful?
At this point, I'm willing to try anybody.
I have just the guy, Mordecai, my cousin. He might not make great empanadas, but he makes a mean whitefish salad. By the way, remember, he stopped a plot by 2 of your servants to destroy you.
At this point, I'll try anybody.
That's true. And what's for lunch? Whitefish salad?
No, still no whitefish salad.
I have to go. I'll have to make some whitefish salad.
Mordecai, how would you like to be Prime Minister?
Sounds good. I'd be honored.
Great. Mordecai, you can be my new prime minister for saving my life.
Good, I'll put some whitefish salad in the empanadas.
So now we don't talk about Haman.
Sometimes the world gets kind of scary. Danger lurks every day. It's easy to feel kind of wary, but the lesson is we should say, what else can I do? Pass it on, pass it on. Be strong, pass it on, pass it on. Stand tall, pass it on, pass it on. Let's all pass it on, pass it on. Once our Purim Shpiel's delivered, Hamantaschen for the nation. There's a lesson to consider. Don't give in to fear and caution. What could we do if we stood true to Esther's story and her vision? What could we do if we committed to our people's mission? What's right? Could we be right? When evil villains come a-calling, and they will every time. It's up to you to do whatever you can do to help us through. What else can I do? Control, and you just can't go on. Esther's song teaches us to be strong, and together we'll see how we rise. How far can we rise? Through the roofs, to the skies, let's go. When evil villains come a-calling, and they will every time. It's up to you to do whatever you can do to help us through. What can I do if we stood true to Esther's story and her vision? What could we do if we committed to our people's mission? And we fought for what's right? Could we be alive when evil villains come a-calling? And they will every time. It's up to you to do whatever you can do to help us through. What else
Thank you, Cantor Shemesh. Chag Sameach, Yasher Koach.
No. You were the worst audience I've ever had. He was the worst audience we've ever had. Yeah. You didn't boo loud enough. No, he wasn't in it. No, why does he get to be in the picture? I don't care.
I want to dedicate all this to my wife and gorgeous children. Just to embarrass my daughter.
Oh, okay.
It's over here. It's not working.
see it on the floor.
And then I was saying, well, I don't know if it's still going to be quiet. I know it. I look forward to it. You know? Oh, but she's been going.
You look like I thought part of this. I'm not. You deserve it.
And before this, we had the Jesus Christ Superstar. I don't know, the kids kept going out and.
Did you see Jesus Christ Superstar? Jeff?
She was in?
Yeah, we went. We actually saw the whole thing.
Yeah,
We were right in the front.
It was too soon after my surgery.
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay, that's done.